Hey guys, Godzilla from Hell here, back with another moveset. This will be the last one of the Johto starters. We are going to go right into this. Again, I know I say this a lot for these early Pokemon, but I love this Pokemon. Usually when I start up a file on Gold or Heart Gold or whatever game I'm playing, I either start with Totodile or Cyndaquil. I just love them. They're awesome Pokemon, love the design, love everything about them. So, let's get right into the moveset. This is the first one. I have three different ones, if you can't tell by the three little Ferraligatrs. First one is a fairly standard, hit them really hard set. It's Life Orb, Torrent, because I don't think Sheer Force is released. If it is, it's not that important. Ice Punch is the only one that gets any kind of benefit from this. Give him Aqua Jet for some priority, Earthquake to hit fucking hard, Ice Punch to hit a little bit of coverage, and Return to hit pretty hard. EVs are fairly basic on this one too. Give him max HP, max physical attack with an adamant nature. He's not going to be outspeeding anything with this set, so you might as well not try and invest in speed. If you want, it's up to you. I like a more bulky Ferraligatr. It does its job fairly well, and it's not the traditional setup Ferraligatr, which you see a lot. Speaking of setup Ferraligatr, next set is a setup Ferraligatr. This one is more along the lines of what you'd see running around in, I believe it's NU? Yeah, NU. You see this one a little bit more. It's fairly good. It's actually quite powerful. Little bit of tweaks. The EVs are not as complicated as they look. They're my OCD kicking in a little bit. But what we can do is we can give him lefties to kind of prolong his health. Torrent is an obvious ability, but with the substitute, you can actually sub down to Torrent, and after you get the Swords Dance up, a Torrent-boosted Waterfall is just going to shit on things. It is absolutely going to destroy a lot of Pokemon, as long as they don't resist it. So, Ice Punch is the last move, just for simple coverage. It's pretty useful. Let's see, what does it hit? It hits the grass types that Waterfall will not. This thing is sort of walled by water types. I'll just warn you there. Water types do wall this set. EVs, like I said, they're not as complicated. Max out HP. You want them as bulky as possible. Actually, you might want to lower that or make it so it's not divisible by 4. I can't remember. I'm not sure if 374 is. No, I can't tell. I'm not that good anymore. A little bit into his attack just to make it a respectable number when you double it. Bump the rest evenly into his defenses to make him pretty bulky. These Feraligatrs are quite hard to kill when you give them a little bit of defense. They already have a respectable HP. Physical defense is actually not bad. His special defense is, again, respectable. It's decent. And with a base 1 of 5 attack, positive nature, he hits good numbers fairly easily. So the last set we have here is a very common one, just a pure Dragon Dance set. Dump a lot into speed, and then kind of divvy up the rest into his attack and HP. I gave him 345 HP. I just liked the number 345. I'm sorry, my brain works that way. I like number patterns. And then I dumped the rest into his attack to get him to at least 276. And I think that's slightly, yeah, it's slightly less than the positive nature on with the Swords Dance. But after Dragon Dances, you're going to be able to outspeed a lot of things in the tier. Hit them with a Waterfall. If you're down to Torrent range, that Waterfall is not going to be something to scoff at. Forgot how to English. The Ice Punch is, again, great coverage, and then the Return is to hit the other water types. So overall, this set is a little more versatile. It has the coverage that the Swords Dance set has, or doesn't have. You can also get around this by using the Pure Life Orb bulky set. Also, for the Dragon Dance set, you want to give it a Life Orb because it's not as bulky, so it's not going to be taking those hits as well. That's not your goal. Your goal is to simply Dragon Dance once, twice maybe if you're lucky, and then just fuck shit up. Yep, so that's the Johto starters. I like the Johto starters. They're some of my favorite Pokemon. They're all very unique. It's unfortunately the next couple sets of starters, in my opinion, are where they actually no. Hoenn starters are okay. I think Sinnoh starters, I'm like, fuck the starters. I ended up not even using starters in black and white, so they have their purposes, but I'm not a fan of them. We'll get to that later, though. So, thanks for watching. As always, I'm Godzilla from Hell. Peace out.